Hello and welcome. This is going to be a bit of an odd one. Uh, I haven't really made food recording videos before. We'll be ignore the background and also the angle of the recording. I will be creating a custom setup for this. This is normally my stream setup, so that's slightly bigger video. And I haven't recorded anything in a long time, so I forgot about turning my phone sideways. So, ignore that. But anyways, this is going to be the first in a series I'm calling I'm no chef, but I am hungry. Name is up for debate, or probably slight grammatical change. You'll see on the actual name of this video, I guess. This is Lemon Posset, a video of me making lemon posset. Posset. Lemon for lemon. Everyone knows, well, unless you don't speak English. And then posset, Posset. It's an English dish, primarily. Just kind of makes a pudding thing. Or more of a cream. Yeah, you'll see what I mean when I'm making it. Enough rambling. Let's jump on into it. Totally dumb script. So, be more of me showing up of the video playing than anything. But it's a little awkward trying to record yourself without interruptions when you haven't done that before in general. So, anyways, before I get fully sidetracked, let me just talk about what I'm doing here and talk about the food. Some posset, it's gonna make probably about 6 servings, decent sized ones with this recipe. I will be going through it as I get through it, and the also recipe will be posted in uh, the description. When this is going on YouTube, and if I upload to TikTok or something, I think I can put it in the description. I don't know if I can. It might have to be a comment. Anyways, first of all, first ingredient is I'm showing here is 2.5 cups heavy whipping cream. We're about 650 milligram, not milliliters. Then 200 milligrams or 200 grams of sugar. Measuring it out carefully because you need that to be exact. Starting off with getting all the ingredients as you kind of do. This is a pretty straightforward and simple recipe. Then you need lemon zest. You need about 2 tablespoons at least. But for the amount of lemon juice you're going to need, which is about 75 milliliters, it's roughly 3 large lemons, so grate whatever amount you want, not grate zest. Although a zester is essentially a small grater. It will take a while, especially if you're trying to weirdly reach around your phone on a tripod on counter. Like I said, 3 large lemons. I didn't get very good quality ones. It might be the season. We use the store I frequent is changing ownership. Who knows? But anyways, you got to juice it. You need at least 75 milliliters, but you can go for more. You got to balance that with the cream to make sure it adheres better, I suppose. But, things happen as they happen, I suppose. And you can only do so much when you've got the quality of lemons you got. Also, I am not a chef. Knowing how to adjust things is not my forte. Ignore the dirty stove, because every time I clean it, almost immediately the next dish on it absolutely stains it. So, different videos, they will focus on it with better views because I'm going to return my camera and I got out a better tripod out of storage. So combine the milk and cream, mix them together is the next step. And then you'll want to start it on a medium heat. Could go medium high, but medium is best. And you'll want to first stir it to thoroughly mix the sugar into the cream, the heavy whipping cream. It doesn't say baker's sugar, though that will mix better. After that point, after you're absolutely certain you've thoroughly stirred it, you will then want to come back and stir it occasionally, mainly scraping the sides and the bottom. Your goal to get here is a simple or fine simmer. So basically, which I'll show in a second in this video, is you'll see the bubbles start from the edge. Not from that. That is from stirring. Make sure you can tell the difference. At this point, you'll see like, oh, it's been cooking for a while. The color started to change, and there's fine bubbles on the edge. That's what you're looking for. That is what we call. Well, that's not what we call. I'm not a chef. Fine simmer, simple simmer. I don't know. It's written differently, and I actually wrote. I've written out my instruction from looking at several recipes and stuff down at the bottom, so that'll be fine. I am reaching at this point. I've confirmed it, double checking it. I was a little hesitant to take it off. Maybe second shot of simmer, I probably should take it off. Who knows? I got out the measuring cup, pour it back in. Make sure it's one that's heat safe. My tracking's acting funky. Ignoring that. Immersion breaking. Oh no! Should introduce myself at the beginning, I realize. Not things I've done, because it's in my script. Lord Jabu. Anyways, after you take it off from the heat, you let it you mix in the lemon juice, 75 milliliters. You stir them together. Which, well, I stepped away. I had to grab that. Well, first you gotta add the zest. I forgot to say that part. It's in the instructions I wrote, at least. Which, yay. Mix in 2 tablespoons of it. That's why I got out a tablespoon. Just make sure it's thoroughly stirred. I might have stirred it more than necessary, but it's not one of those ones that will be disturbed by, like, you over mixing it. And then let it stand for 10 minutes to rest to get to about roughly a cool bit. Then you don't have to strain it, but given the consistency of this once set, you probably want to. Set it into whatever amount of containers you want. As you can see, I got 6 ramekins. Not ramekins. No, they're ramekins. And I filled them up pretty much all the way. One of them is about halfway, and the rest of them are about 3/4 of the way, but I didn't want to fill them all the way. In case you want to add heavy any whipped cream or anything on top. It is a very lemony flavor, so it might be a good idea. You can also put them in, they put them in lemon shells, which is just poured out lemons, but I didn't do that. And I would have had a lot more than just the 6 sides I had, and I would have had to, you have to prep them in some way. Didn't have those prepped. Anyways, I want to scrape the excess, like the from the zest, like the cream, the mixture onto it. At this point, after you're done scraping it all, you put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, preferably overnight, because it's got a set. At this point, it's still just cream, and this is what it looks like when you take a scoop out of it. When it's done, I combined it with some raspberry preserve, some seedless. It tasted really good, and the background vanished at that point. I have not set up I got still a bit of setup to do to make this look nice. Anyways, I've been Lord Jabu. This is my first attempt at making a food editing video. That was something I recorded myself and edited out, and I'm editing the audio post that point. So I'm recording myself this live. Sort of. I'm not streaming this. This setup in the background is from my stream setup. I will have a set for recordings in the future. Welcome to the series, the awkward series. This will be fun. I'm not a chef, but I am hungry. I'll be making a lot of things that I want to eat. Hopefully my instructions help, or you just find things you want to eat. And if you give advice or recommendations in comments, I will happily follow them, unless you suggest to make food I don't want to eat. Then I will say thank you, but not make it, because I want to make things I want to eat. Well, anyways. Have a good morning, evening, or night, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.